Welcome to the online classes of Sri Rama Bharati Public School. Once again, I, Aarti, your English educator, is back with a poem, Courage. In this video, we will recite the poem first, right? I'll recite the complete poem first and then I will explain you all the stanza one by one. We will also go through new words used in this poem. I will underline them and at the end there will be a task for you. So, without wasting time, let's start with the recitation of the poem.
Courage. Courage is the strength to stand up when it's easier to fall down and lose hold. It is the conviction to explore new horizons when it's easier to believe what we have been told. Courage is the desire to maintain our integrity when it's easier to look the other way. It is feeling happy and alive and moving forward when it's easier to feel sorry for ourselves and stay. Courage is the will to shape our world when it's easier to let someone else do it for us. It is the recognition that none of us are perfect when it's easier to criticize others and fuss. Courage is the power to step forward and lead when it's easier to follow the crowd, their pleas resound. It's the spirit that places you on top of the mountain when it's easier to never leave the ground. Courage is the strength to stand up when it's easier to fall down and lose hold. It is the conviction to explore new horizons when it's easier to believe what we have been told. Now we will understand meaning of all these stanza one by one. In stanza 1, which says, courage is the strength to stand up when it's easier to fall down and lose hold. It is the conviction to explore new horizons when it's easier to believe what we have been told. Here the poet says that courage is the strength that helps us to stand up when it's easy to fall down and lose the control over situation. We all have seen that small kid. For example, we all have seen a small kid who is trying to learn, who is learning how to walk, right? In that case, the kid knows that he or she will fall, but he again stands up. That is courage. Courage is something when you know that you will fall. Courage is something that you know this will not happen, but trying to do it again. Okay, so courage is a passion. Passion means a will or strong determination. So courage is a passion to look for new aspects when it's easy to accept the things which has been told. We have heard so many things from so many people, but to understand from your point of view, to give a new angle to the same thinking is courage. Difficult words used in this stanza are conviction, explore, and horizons. I have underlined those words here too. Now Let's move on to second stanza. In second stanza, poet says, courage is to be honest when no one is looking at us. For example, it's very easy to be honest when everyone is looking at you. Let's take example of our examination or any test. When teachers are looking at you, it's very easy to be honest, right? But courage is to be honest when even no one is looking at you. So the poet says, honesty is when no one is looking at us, time when we can cheat others easily. You will get so many chances to cheat others, but your courage is you, your courage is when you will not cheat them when actually you can cheat them, right? When you have chance to cheat them and you will not, that is your courage. It is a feeling to be happy and move forward without regret. I hope you all know the meaning of regret. Regret means feeling sorry for the past. Accept the mistake, understand what should be done next, and then move forward. Do not stop and keep on crying for the same mistake which you have made, right? So be courageous, accept your mistake, and move forward by correcting that, right? Move forward and make sure you will not repeat the same mistake in future. Stanza 3 says, courage is the will to shape our world when it's easier to let someone else do it for us. It is the recognition that none of us are perfect when it's easier to criticize others and fuzz. What does that mean? Here, poet is describing power which help us to change the world without waiting for others. Now, what is changing the world? Here, changing the world means to go beyond your limits. To go beyond your limits. It is the acceptance of our imperfection. Imperfection, opposite of perfection. It is the acceptance of our imperfection. Imperfection. It means you should know, you should understand that no one in this world is perfect. No one is perfect, right? So accept your perfect imperfection, accept what have been lacking in you and work accordingly. Try to improvise that. Try to overcome that situation. It is power to appreciate others. It's very easy to make fun of someone, right? It's very easy to criticize others and fuss. We all know it's very easy to make fun of someone. But it is a courageous act when you appreciate others, when you will find beauty in someone else's work, right? Instead of making fun or finding fault in others. So stop finding fault in others' work and try to appreciate the good thing in that person or in that activity he has. Okay, students. So the new words used in this stanza are recognition and criticize. Okay, so let's move on to fourth stanza, and that is the last one. Stanza 4 says, courage is the power to step forward and lead. When it's easier to follow the crowd, their pleas resound. It's the spirit that places you on top of the mountain when it's easier to never leave the ground. What does that mean? Here, the poet says, or the poet is describing courage as a will to lead. It's your will, it's your determination, it's your wish that you want to lead or you want someone else to lead you. Courage is walking alone for success. Courage is walking alone when you know you are right. You are not supposed to wait, or rather, you will not wait when you know that you are walking in the field of success, which is right, which is a correct path. It is your power to get success in the field where you were afraid of start with. You were afraid to start with. What does that mean? It means that this is courage is something which leads you, which motivates you to do something which you never, or rather, which you would never dare to do. For example, I'll take uh, these online classes. Initially, we have been afraid that students will be able to do this or not. Teachers will be able to do this or not. But we all have accepted this, we all have gone through, and it is a great success. Fine. So let's be courageous, accept the changes, and work accordingly. The new word used in the stanza is resound. Now comes work for you. Now, what you will be doing as your home assignment, you will find the meaning of all new words given in this video. After every video, I have written, after every slide or after every stanza, I have written few new words. You all will find the meaning of this. You may take help from book or from your parents. And read this poem twice. Read the poem 2 times. Okay? Now, once you're done with this, in the next video, we will talk about figure of speech. We will take the example of this poem and we will discuss which figure of speech has been used in this poem. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Keep learning. Stay safe. Bye bye.